Cardfight Vanguard BT07.
Greetings! BT07 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 2. Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we're on the main menu, and now in today's video, go into the deck build menu first. For today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a Vintage Formats, Pale Moon Clans, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier BT07. Alrighty, let's get started. So selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the deck build menu, and like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building this deck profile video is a Vintage Formats, Pale Moon Clans, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier deck, made of cards only available until BT07. And okay, let's get started. And now for the first Vanguard. For the first Vanguard is deck we are playing, the Grade 0, Girl Who Crossed the Gap, starting unit. Skills, first skill, auto. When another Pale Moon rises unit, you may call this card to the rearguard circle. Second skill, actions, a rearguard. Cost, counterblast 1 and put this unit in your soul. If you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, choose a Pale Moon other than Girl Who Crossed the Gap from soul and call it a rearguard circle. And already the Grade 0, Girl Who Crossed the Gap, starting unit, we have 1 is the first Vanguard. With that, we've covered the deck's first Vanguard. Next, let's get on to the main deck. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3 since deck we are playing, the Grade 3, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier. Skills, first skill, actions, a Vanguard, limit break 4. This ability is active via 4 more damage. Cost, counterblast 3. If the cost and pay, choose up to 1 Grade 0, Grade 1, Grade 2, and Grade 3 Pale Moon unit from your soul and call them to separate rearguard circles. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. When one of your Pale Moons or units are placed onto rearguard circle from soul, this unit gets plus 3000 power until end of turn. Alrighty, the Grade 3, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 3, Dark Illusionist Robert. Skills, first skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the beginning of your main phase, Soul Charge 1. Look at the top card of the deck and put it at the top or bottom of the deck. Second skill, actions, a Vanguard or Rearguard. Cost, Soul Blast 8 and Counter Blast 5. Mega Blast. If the cost and paid, put all of your opponent's Grade 1 or less rearguards into his or her soul. Okie dokie, Grade 3, Dark Illusionist Robert. We have 2 in the deck. And here we have the Grade 3, Nightmare Doll Alice. Skill, auto as a rearguard. Cost, counterblast 1 and put this in your soul. When this attack hits, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, you pay the cost. If you do, choose a Pale Moon other than a card named Nightmare Doll Alice from soul and call it a rearguard circle. And affirmative, Grade 3, Nightmare Doll Alice. We have 3 in the deck. With that, cover the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2 since deck we are playing, the Grade 2, Mirror Demon. Skill, auto as a rearguard. Cost, counterblast 1, put this into your soul. When this attack hits, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, you pay the cost. If you do, choose a Pale Moon other than a card named Mirror Demon from soul and call it a rearguard circle. Alrighty, the Grade 2, Mirror Demon, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 2, Barking Cerberus, we have 2 in the deck. Next up, the Grade 2, Jumping Jill. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle from soul, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, this unit gets plus 3000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, Grade 2, Jumping Jill, we have 3 in the deck. And over here, the Grade 2, Nitro Juggler. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle or rearguard circle, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, you may Soul Charge 1. And affirmative, Grade 2, Nitro Juggler, we have 3 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1 since deck we are playing, the Grade 1, Skull Juggler. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle or rearguard circle, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, you may Soul Charge 1. Alright, the Grade 1, Skull Juggler, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1, Dark Metal Bicorn, we have 2 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1, Magician of Quantum Mechanics. Skill, actions, rearguard, cost, counterblast 1 and put this in your soul. If you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, choose a Pale Moon other than a card named Magician of Quantum Mechanics from Soul called the Rigor Circle. At the beginning of your end phase, put that unit into Soul. If you put that unit into Soul this way, choose a card named Magician of Quantum Mechanics from Soul and call it back to the Rigor Circle. And okie dokie, Great One, Magician of Quantum Mechanics, we have 2 in the deck. Over here is the Great One, Purple Trapezes. Skill, auto, cost, choose another Pale Moon Rearguard, put in the Soul. When this is placed on a Rigor Circle, if you have Pale Moon Vanguard, and pay the cost. If you do, choose a Pale Moon other than Purple Trapezes from Soul and call it the Rigor Circle. Affirmative, Great One, Purple Trapezes, we have 3 in the deck. And over here is the Great One, Hades Hypnotist, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards with Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. Cost, choose a Pale Moon from hand and discard it. When this is placed in a Guardian Circle, you pay the cost. If you do, choose a Pale Moon that's being attacked and that unit cannot hit until end of battle. And confirm, Great One, Hades Hypnotist, we have 4 in the deck. With that, we cover the deck's Great One lineup. Next, let's get on to the Great Zero lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, the Great Zero, Sky High Walker, Stand Trigger, Skill, Actions, Rearguard, Cost, put into your soul. If the cost is paid, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, choose a card from Damage Zone and turn it face up. Alright, the Great Zero, Sky High Walker, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the Great Zero, Hoop Magician, Stand Trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Next up, the Great Zero, Rainbow Magician, Draw Trigger, Skill, Auto as a rearguard. When attack hits during the battle unit boosted, you may Soul Charge 1. If you do, return this unit to the deck and shuffle deck. Okie dokie, Great Zero, Rainbow Magician, Draw Trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Over here, the Great Zero, Flyer, Draw Trigger, we have 1 in the deck. And over here, the Great Zero, Popcorn Boy, Heal Trigger, we have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. With that, the deck's been built, cards explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, 1, First Vanguard, Girl Who Crossed the Gap. And for the main deck, we have 3, Grade 3, Nightmare Doll Alice, 2, Grade 3, Dark Illusionist Robert, 3, Grade 3, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier, 3, Grade 2, Might River Demon, 2, Grade 2, Barking Cerberus, 3, Grade 2, Jumping Jill, 3, Grade 2, Nitro Juggler, 4, Grade 1, Hades Hypnotist, 3, Grade 1, Skull Juggler, 2, Grade 1, Dark Metal Bicorn, 2, Grade 1, Magician of Quantum Mechanics, 3, Grade 1, Purple Trapezes, 4, Grade 1, 4, Draw Triggers, Rainbow Magician, 4, Stand Triggers, Sky High Walker, 1, Draw Trigger, Flyer, 3, Stand Triggers, Hoop Magician, and 4 Heal Triggers, Popcorn Boy. The deck has been built, cards explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are back in the main menu. Off to test out the deck, so selecting the fight menu. Here in the fight menu, selecting CPU fight. Here in the CPU fight menu, we're going to change the format from standard to vintage first. Now we select our deck. Here in the decklist menu, here's the deck I just showcased to you, the vintage formats, Pale Moon Clans, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier BT07 deck. It all looks okay from this side, so selecting the deck, use this deck, yes I will, click. Deck equipped, now we choose our opponent. For the opponent I'm going to test it out on, I'll use it against Dimension Police, Doshi Nakano, hard difficulty, click. Deck equipped, opponent selected, pressing the fight button, now. The battle begins, let's get started. And here in the fight, Gunasai goes first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, one more time, come on, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper to scissors, I lose going second, drawing our starting hands. Let's see, I got myself Skull Juggler, a Heal Trigger, Jumping Jill, Trapezes, and Hades Hypnotist. No grade 3s, gonna redraw everything else. Hold on to 1 Skull Juggler and 1 Jumping Jill. Redraw. Yes, Luquier, grade 3, successful.
Vanguard.
My opponent's turn. He rides the grade 1 Enigman Ripple. And he adds the grade 2 Enigman Wave to hand. We start a skill. And of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride Skull Juggler. Juggler skill. Soul Charge, Mirror Demon. Moving Girl Who Crossed the Gap to the back row. And now, Battle Phase. Boosted by Girl Who Crossed the Gap. Skull Juggler to Vanguard, 12k. The attack goes through. Drive check. No trigger, mechanic. Not bad. And 1 damage. Boom. Damage check. Draw trigger. He stocks his hand early. End of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the grade 2 Enigman Wave. He calls Die Lady and Wave. Wave to the Vanguard. No guard, taking it. Ow! Damage check. Draw trigger, yes! Draw card. Power up. Drew a perfect guard, sweet. Vanguard to Vanguard, 12k to 10k, 1 to pass. No guard. Drive check. Oh, come on, another draw trigger? The attack goes through and he stocks his hand more. Ow! Damage check. No trigger, Bicorn. Not a good card like that, seriously? And Wave skill, he draws a card. Nope, no cards. My turn, stand and draw. Another stand trigger. I write Jumping Jill. I call Nitro Juggler. Juggler skill. Soul Charge, come on, grade 2 or 3. Soul Charge, yes, Barking Cerberus. Then I'm going to activate I'm gonna call Mechanic to the rear guard. Call. Mechanic skill, Counterblast 1. Counterblast and into the soul. On the soul, I superior call Barking Cerberus. That ought to do it. And in the main phase to the battle phase. Juggler attacks the rear guard Die Lady. The attack goes through and chemical reaction. Boom! 1 less rear guard to worry about. Now, Cerberus attacks the rear guard Wave. The attack goes through and chomp. 1 less rear guard to worry about. Boosted by Girl Who Crossed the Gap. Jumping Jill to Vanguard. 14k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Another Jumping Jill, so 1 damage. And kick. Check. Yes, no trigger. Enigman Rain. At the end of the turn, Mechanic skill. Returning Cerberus to the soul. And Mechanic back to my back row. That's it for me. My opponent's move. My opponent's riding Enigman Rain. Calling Cosmo Beak. Beak skill, Counterblast, adding power to rain. Battle phase. Kind of pointless since his rear guard has no boosters, so 14k to Vanguard. No guard, taking it. Drive check. No trigger. Second check. Heal trigger. He can heal. Power to Cosmo Beak. 1 damage to me. Ow! Damage check. Alice. More good cards to the damage zone, not good. Here comes Rain skill. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Cosmic to Vanguard. Guarding with Jumping Jill. Guard. That's 14k. Ka-chink! Safe! That's the end of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Purple Trapezes, not bad. I ride Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier. Ride. Alrighty then. First things first, I'm going to call... No, I'm going to activate Mechanic Skill, Counterblast 1. Into the soul. And then, Superior Call, Jumping Jill to the rear guard. Call. Jill skill plus 3000 power when called from soul. And Luquier skill plus 3000 when I superior call from the soul. Then I activate Girl Who Crossed the Gap skill, Counterblast 1, into the soul. Superior call, Skull Juggler to the rear guard. Call. And Luquier skill, another 3000 power. And Skull Juggler skill, Soul Charge 1. Soul Charge. Another stand trigger. I have 4 stands left in deck. Alrighty then. End of main phase to the battle phase. Jumping Jill to the Vanguard. 12k. The attack goes through. Kick. Damage check. A heal trigger, come on! Cannot heal, but it powers up. The triggered the first damage of the turn. 16k to Vanguard, Vanguard to Vanguard. The attack goes through, Twin Drive, first check. Yes, a heal trigger, just what I needed. Healing 1 point of damage. Healing, power to Nitro Juggler. And second check. Stand trigger, yes! Restanding Jumping Jill with 5000 power. 1 damage to the opponent, and boom! Damage check. Yes, no trigger, safe. Jumping Jill to the Vanguard, 17k. Guarding with a draw trigger, 20k. The attack fails, but now, boosted by Skull Juggler, go Nitro Juggler, 21k. Guarding with a 10k shield. The attack fails. And that's that. End of my turn, Mechanic Skill. Returning Jumping Jill from the rear guard to the soul. And Mechanic goes to the back row. Luquier skill, but nothing happens this time. Alrighty, end of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes Enigma Storm at full power. Battle phase, 11k, but no triggers. No critical, no guard then. Here it comes. First check. No trigger, Cosmo Roar, and second check. No trigger, safe, so just 1 damage. Ow! Damage check. Another stand trigger. Now I only have like 3 stands left in my deck. That's the end of my opponent's turn. It's my turn. Stand and draw. Nitro Juggler, huh? Skipping ride phase, going to main phase. In my soul, I currently have Jumping Jill and what else? Barking Cerberus, alright then. I'm gonna first activate Mechanic Skill into soul. And Superior Call, Jumping Jill. There we go. And Jill skill plus 2000 power. Luquier skill plus 3000 power. Then I'm gonna call Purple Trapezist. Trapezist skill. I move Nitro Juggler into the soul. Replacing it with Barking Cerberus. And Luquier skill, another 3000 power. That ought to be enough. Let's do this to the battle phase. Boosted by Trapezist, go! Jumping Jill, 18k to Vanguard. Guarding with a 10k shield, 21k. The attack fails. Alright then. Luquier to the Vanguard, 16k. The attack goes through, Twin Drive, first check. No trigger, Cerberus, and second check. No trigger, Skull Juggler. And Boom! The attack goes through, 1 damage. Check. No trigger, Enigman Rain. Let's do this. Boosted by Skull Juggler, Cerberus to the Vanguard.
ヴァンガードにアタック
17k. 10k shield from Guy Dolphin.
ガードだ
The attack fails. That's the end of my turn. And mechanic goes to the
スキルを
back
発
to
動
the
する
to the back row. Jumping Jill goes back to the soul. There we go.
スペリオルコール
Luquier gets power, but nothing happens this
スキ
time.
ルを発動するパワープラス
俺のターンドロー
My opponent's going to call Enigman Shine and Cosmo Roar.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
Alright then, here comes 14k from the rear guard. No guard, taking it.
ノーガー
Ow! Damage check.
ドダメージチェック
No trigger. Nitro Juggler.
ヴァンガー
Here
ドにア
comes
タックだ
11k. Guarding with a heal trigger and Nitro Juggler. 25k. None to pass.
ガードする
First check.
ドライブチェックだ
No trigger. Enigman Ripple. Second check.
ドライブチェックだ
Draw trigger. Oh no! He stalks his hand up even more.
パワープラス
Ka-chink! Safe! I have at least 3 heals left in deck, so nope, shouldn't risk it. I guard with Skull Juggler. That's 15k, just barely enough.
ガードするわ
And ka-chink! Safe! And on my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. A draw trigger, come on. Skipping ride phase, going to main phase. My opponent has 8 cards in hand. I'm not going to use my skills this time, just going to go straight for an old-fashioned way. Calling Cerberus, battle phase. Boosted by purple trapezes, Cerberus to the Vanguard, 16k.
アタックするわ
He guards with a 10k shield, Guy Dolphin.
ガードだ
The attack fails, but now, boosted by my mechanic, go! Luquier,
ヴァンガードにアタッ
16k.
ク
Perfect guard. For the perfect guard cost, he's discarding.
完全ガードだ
Great one. Twin drive, first check. No trigger, Alice. And second check, come on.
ドライブチェック
Yes, a heal trigger. Healing 1 point of damage. Healing, power to the rear guard Cerberus.
パワープラス
The attack may have failed, but now, boosted by Skull Juggler, Cerberus to the Vanguard. Go! That's 22,000 power.
ヴァンガードにアタッ
The attack goes through, and chomp! 1 damage.
チェックだ
Yes, stand trigger. One less trigger to worry about.
パワープラス
That is it for my turn, my opponent's turn.
俺のターンドロー
Battle phase.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Here comes 14k to Vanguard. No guard, taking it.
クノーガード
Ow! Damage check.
ダメージチェック
Draw trigger. Nice. I give all effects to the Vanguard. Draw 1 card. I drew Purple Trapezist. Okay, I can use that.
ヴァンガー
Here
ドにア
comes
タック
Enigman Storm. Guarding with Popcorn Boy. 25k. None to pass.
ガードするわ
Twin drive, first
ドライ
check.
ブチェックだ
No trigger. And second check.
ドライブチェックだ
No trigger. And ka-chink. Alrighty then. And then my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw.
ドロー
Alright then. My opponent has 8 cards in hand. I'm gonna focus on wearing him down before I finish him off. So, end of right phase, go into main phase, ending main phase, go into battle phase. Alright then, boosted by Trapezes, Cerberus to the Vanguard,
ヴァンガード
16k.
にアタック
10k shield from Justice Cobalt.
ガード
And the attack is blocked, boosted by Mechanic. Go! Luquier.
ヴァンガードにアタック
at 16k. Perfect guard. For the perfect guard cost, he's discarding. Cosmo Beak. Twin Drive, first check.
ドライブチェック
Luquier, and second check.
ドライブチェック
Another Luquier. The attack fails. Now boosted by Skull Juggler. Go! Cerberus, 17k.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Double guard for 21k. His hands down to 3. As long as he doesn't get any more stand triggers, I think he can finish him off next turn. And my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes. He calls Cosmo Roar. Roar skill, resting itself. Adding power to Vanguard. The other one's skill. Resting, giving power to Vanguard. He's focusing on criticals now, huh? Vanguard has +1 critical of its own ability. 15k, 2 crits. I don't think so. I'm gonna guard with, hoop with my hoop magician, intercept with, barking Cerberus. There we go. And that's 25k.
ガードするわ
Drive check first, no trigger. And second check,
ドライブチェックだ
no trigger. Alright then. The attack is blocked, and nothing left he can do. 5 cards in hand, no triggers. Enigma Storm's skills wasted, and end of their turn, my turn. Stand and draw.
ドロー
Alice, huh? Alrighty then. First, I'm gonna... What should I do first? In my soul, I have... Alright then. First, I'm gonna call... Purple Trapezes to the... Well, not skipping right phase, going to main phase. I call Purple Trapezes on top of Purple Trapezes.
コール
Skill activated. I'm going to... Put Skull Juggler into the soul,
スキルを発動する
and in its place, I call Skull Juggler again.
スペリオルコール
Then Skull Juggler skill, Soul Charge 1.
スキルを発動する
Soul Charge and power up. The card I Soul Charge was
発動
Robert.
パワープラス
Alrighty then. Then I'm gonna... what's next? I'm gonna call Nightmare Doll Alice.
コール
And Nightmare Doll Alice. On top of Cerberus. That should do it. End of main phase, the battle phase. First up, Alice, unboosted, attacks the rear guard, Cosmo Beak.
リアガードにアタック
ノーガード
The attack goes through, and boom! Alice's skill, Counterblast 1, Counterblast, and move her to the soul.
スキルを発動する
In her place, I Superior Call, Nitro Juggler,
スペリオルコール
Luquier skill,
スキルを発動するパワー
power at it, and more power for
スキルを
Juggler.
発動する
Soul Charge, Jumping Jill. Alright then. Boosted by Purple Trapezes. Go! Nitro Juggler. 15k to Vanguard. Guarding with Enigma Wave. 16k.
ガード
The attack fails, but now... 2 stands left. Alright then. Boosted by Magician of Quantum Mechanics. I'm gonna attack with Luquier, Vanguard to Vanguard, 22k. Got a perfect guard. The perfect guard cost, discarding.
発動
Cosmo Beak,
全ガードだ
Twin Drive,
ド
first
ライ
check.
ブチェック
Mirror Demon, and second check. Come on, a stand trigger or something.
ドライブチェック
Still no triggers, come on. The attack fails, but now, boosted by my Skull Juggler, Alice to the Vanguard, 17k. A 10k shield to block it. The attack goes through, and boom! Damage check. No trigger, critical, cannot heal, 6 damage, I win. Alright, that was a pretty okay-ish fight. I got to draw the cards I needed to make this deck work for me, despite some lack of triggers at the very end. I still managed to eke out a win, so I got win, double trigger, fought for 12 more turns, superior call, win with 10 or more cards in hand, defeated hard difficulty, got 1,660 VP, total 52,160 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to CPU fight. We're back in CPU fight, leaving CPU fight, leaving fight menu. We're back in the main menu, off the deck build menu. And we're back in deck list menu. With that, the deck's been built, card office explained, and I just finished testing deck out in front of you, so first I'm going to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I also hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say goodbye, and see you all soon!